on Tobagonians to be grateful for THA's allocation. Truck driver involved in fatal accident charged for driving under the influence. Dylan Billy Swade Thomas wins Tobago Calypso Monarch, and in sport, DXL Crown Point Spartans win the Tobago T10 Community Win Bowl Cricket League. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. This is the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 23rd October 2023. Topping the news this evening, Tobagonians should be grateful for the $2.585 billion allocation to the THA. So says Government Senator Lawrence Hislop. He said Tobago continues to be sufficiently funded by the central government, but it is up to the current THA administration to manage it prudently.
We ought to understand that as Tobagonians, we sit in a very comfortable place. We ought to be, I know I may get trouble for saying this, but we ought to be grateful. We ought to be thankful.
That was Senator Lawrence Hislop's assessment of the THA allocation in the national budget of 2024. While he noted that more funding will always be welcomed, the government did their best to allocate a fair share to Tobago based on the current state of resources.
You think that your development is shortchanged? You have the ability as the Tobago House of Assembly to move to curtail. Or let me put it another way, to choose your priorities.
However, Hislop does not believe that the current Fally Augustine-led THA is managing the finances of the Assembly prudently.
The draft estimates of the development program, Mr. President, shows that the Assembly is receiving their allocation, but we are not seeing the equivalent work being done on the island.
He accused the THA of not properly utilizing the $100 million allocation from this year's mid-year budget review for its intended purpose.
And it was specifically, the $100 million was specifically for upgrades of roads and repairs of roads.
Additionally, the senator accused the THA of decimating tourism, destroying the economic foundation laid by the previous PNM administrations, and frustrating the private sector.
And so whilst the national economy, Mr. President, is growing, Tobago is dying a death by 1,000 cuts. Because we had cuts in construction, cuts in employment in the Tobago House of Assembly.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, during the budget debate, Senator Lawrence Hislop faced scrutiny from opposition Senator Anna Roberts over the information presented in the upper house concerning Tobago's tourism industry. Hislop accused the current THA of mismanaging tourism. In response, Roberts shifted the blame to the PNM, accusing them of causing the damage.
Senator Lawrence Hislop devoted part of his budget debate speech to criticizing the current THA administration for the decline in the tourism industry. However, opposition Senator Anna Roberts contradicted Hislop, explaining that the decline began when the PNM assumed control of the central government in 2015.
The decimated tourist sector was done by the PNM. By 2017 and 2018, the numbers of international arrivals in Tobago went down from 97,000 in 2014 at a high to 20,000 in 2018. And the domestic tourism, because of the collapse of the sea bridge during June to September, went down from 659,000 down to 158,000.
Roberts accused Hislop of not providing the complete context of the situation in the tourism industry.
So for my honorable young Tobagonian senatorial colleague to come here and espouse some sort of virtue of the tourism sector now and criticize the current THA is a bit disingenuous.
Meanwhile, opposition Senator Roberts raised concerns about Senator Hislop's assertion that the unsuccessful Sandals project would have enhanced Tobago's tourism industry. Roberts clarified that it was the government, not Sandals, that committed to constructing the hotel, putting Trinidad and Tobago into debt.
In fact, the people of Trinidad and Tobago would have had to take a loan for $7 billion at an interest rate of 6.16%. And when I did the calculation, we would have broken even If all the hotel rooms were full for 365 days per year without lull, we would have broken even in 99.5 years.
According to Roberts, Tobagonians would have only benefited from a few low-level jobs after its construction, and the majority of the needed agricultural produce would have to be imported. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Lavon Dick Douglas, a 43-year-old resident of Belgarden, tragically lost her life in a vehicular accident on Saturday. She was driving along the Claude Noel Highway near Old Farm Road in Shaw Park when her vehicle collided with a white 4-ton truck. The collision occurred as the truck driver attempted to turn southward onto Old Farm Road. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank provides further details.
Lavon Dick Douglas, a resident of Belgarden, was driving her Nissan B16 on the Claude Noel Highway near Old Farm Road in Shaw Park when her vehicle collided with a white Fonto truck. The incident occurred at approximately 11 p.m. on Saturday. According to Dick Douglas' spouse, she was on her way to pick him up from Big Dog Sports Bar at the time of the incident. Superintendent Rudel Kirk reported that a breathalyzer test on the second driver involved in the incident showed a blood alcohol level above the illegal limit.
Yes, he was charged with DUI. But apart from that, that is separate and apart from the accident investigations itself. It may be a contributing factor, but a fatal road traffic accident, there are many things that are outstanding that will need to be done before you could, bring it to a completion. So
the truck driver involved in the incident is cooperating with the police in their investigation. The loss of Dick Douglas increased the total number of road fatalities for the year to 7 so far. Meanwhile, Superintendent Kirk issued a warning to drivers that the police will be increasing their breathalyzer tests administered to the public, especially this week due to all the Carnival-related events taking place.
Have our street checks, our stop and searches, because we're trying to eliminate and mitigate anybody coming into with any dangerous weapons. One of the things that was also put in place is that the no glass bottle approach within the Carnival festivities.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, to some Carnival news, Dylan Thomas, under the sobriquet Dilly Suede, is the reigning champion of the 2023 Tobago United Calypsonians organization, Tobago Calypso Monarch. Thomas, 34 of Goodwood, Tobago, took the crown on Saturday during the competition's finals at the Shaw Park Cultural Complex. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank tells us more.
With his performance, It Wasn't Me, Thomas defeated 10 other competitors and received 281 judges' points. He left with $100,000 first prize and the THA Challenge Trophy. The piece discussed controversies in the Tobago House of Assembly, specifically the propaganda plot alleged involving your Chief Secretary Farley Augustine.
Like lamb to the slaughter, the audio conspiracy. Well, he admit that it was he. But if I was Farley, not even a storm could move me. I shall not break. My reputation is at stake.
In an interview, Thomas received that his passion for Calypso began in 2009 while he was a secondary school student, and he described his journey as both challenging and amazing. According to Thomas, the aim of his song was to shed light on the situation in a musical manner, rather than to promote conversion to a political party.
That will motivate me to really go forward and have the confidence to bring it out, because of the fact that I think that people might want to hear something like this. It's not about the competition to say going out to win, to compete. It's just what I know about Calypso is that it is an informative tool.
Meanwhile, Casting Cupid, hailing from Mason Hall, secured second place with his composition Straight from the Heart, earning 271 points and a cash prize of $75,000.
Calypsonians were bold and unafraid. They'll be jamming us from dusk till dawn. Didn't care about if they mash me on. Always willing to call a spade a spade. But the focus shift now entirely. The emphasis monetary. On the gravy train, singers willing to ride.
Nicole Thomas, last year's winner, secured 3rd place with her Calypso, The Truth Is. Her performance earned 264 points, a trophy, and a cash prize of $50,000.
Clearly the system failed to protect them, and so they fell through the crack. And the truth is, you the investor, you left them to fester. That's why we're under attack.
Elderly individuals were given the opportunity to enjoy the Calypso segment of the October Carnival over the weekend, which was affectionately referred to as a Big People Weekend. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more right after this.
LP, just check. Any drink by the bag, give me plenty. Calibre liquor shot at the century. No, now the thing start. Fill up me drinks to me heart and me send shots.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend
in the world. It's time for
Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our week carnival. This is our week carnival. It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details. Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter. Once you have a safe home and you're related to the child, you're good.
So did this give money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy all my game for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up, is.
I will not try. Mommy, you can buy.
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you can get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakay, I'm only going on the bed.
But Mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Independent Senator Dr. Maria Dillon Remy has urged the Finance Minister to allocate more funding to Tobago. In her address during the Senate's budget debate, she requested that the Finance Minister reconsider the allocation for Tobago in the 2024 budget. Additionally, she discussed concerns regarding the Registrar General and the state of tourism on the island. Ariana Sipiu tells us more.
Independent Senator Dr. Maria Dillon Remy remarked that the treatment of Tobago leaves much to be desired, citing a statement made by an assemblyman in the THA. The assemblyman suggested that the budget is being weaponized against the island. However, Dr. Dillon Remy disagrees. She urged the Minister of Finance to reconsider the allocation provided to Tobago, particularly in terms of its development. One issue she highlighted was a declining trend of the public sector investment program, noting that it represents a lower figure compared to previous years.
I am not sure how Tobago can be developed in 2023 with the requirements being more, in 2023 with costs being more, And Tobago already has not a 30% cost differential of things being more expensive there. How can Tobago be developed with a declining developmental expenditure?
She underscored the difficulty of booking flights to Tobago and highlighted the problem of unutilized seats.
Every time we talk about Tobago, we're hearing about the unutilized seats between Trinidad and Tobago, as the minister said. In his budget speech, he said, for the period 2020 to 23, unutilized seats amounted to 472,801. Unutilized seats are going to be an issue anyway.
Additionally, she discussed the tourism industry on the island, pointing out that many individuals are employed in this sector. Dylan Remy acknowledged that tourism in the region has been growing since the end of the pandemic and compared the influx of tourists in other countries within the region to that in Tobago.
There's evidence that tourism in the Caribbean is up and up, in other words, increasing, whilst in Tobago, the visitor arrivals are just trickling in.
The independent senator addressed the recent Registrar General controversy in Tobago. At the beginning of October, the public was unable to obtain marriage, death, and birth certificates due to employees being locked out of the system. This has now been resolved.
Please ensure that the services that are available to the people in Tobago, for those services that are not in any way compromised. And I'm saying this because we would realize that legal services are one of the services that is to be decentralized to Tobago in the new self-government bill.
Dr. Dylan Remy looks forward to legal services being decentralized in the self-government bill for the coming year, which he's a strong advocate for. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Journalist Basel Carlos B.C. Pyers, affectionately known as Baz, passed away at 65 after a year-long battle with cancer. He was a resilient family man and a gifted storyteller, primarily remembered for his journalistic career. Born in Guyana and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, he later moved to Barbados. Pyers initially pursued a law career in Trinidad, but transitioned to journalism, contributing to publications like The Newsday, The Express, Guardian, and The Independent. His renowned columns, Thank God It's Friday and Trinidad to the Bone, were featured in Newsday. He also served as the editor of Creole, a restaurant guide. Despite his illness, Pyers openly shared his health struggles with humor, illustrating his strength and determination to continue his work until the end. Well, we take a short break and come back with sport after this.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend in the world.
It's time for
Tobago Carnival. Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our wee carnival.
This is our wee carnival.
It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details. Tobago Carnival. Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Friday, October 27th, from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. We get ready for Tequila Sunset, a cooler fete. Today is the holiday. Tequila Sunset. We wanna drink and party at the spacious Shore Park, Food Hub, Scarborough, Tobago. Look out for your DJs from Trini, Devodex and Smokey, Custodian. Also, Mother God, Son, Star Bright and DJ Echo. And from Bago, Selector Father, and Madman Esh, Trendsetter Goofy, and Jason G. And from New York City, we welcome the musical mix and Master D. Special guest performances, Tequila Sunset.
And essentials to the head, hit the liver.
Big cooler, small cooler, we welcome all. Only plastic bottles, no ice or chaser allowed. Get your early bird specials, 199 TT or 30 US. Online tickets at islandetickets.com or frontlineticketing.com or contact info 475-6218 or 754-7344. Tobago, get ready. Tequila Sunset.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's standard. Their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection. Now exclusively available at Standard.
Welcome to sport. The DXL Crown Point Spartans are the champions of the Tobago T10 Community Wind Bowl Cricket League. The league concluded this weekend, and sport reporter Marcus Daniel has all the highlights.
DXL Crown Point Spartans successfully defended their Tobago T10 Community Wind Bowl Cricket League title, going undefeated for the second consecutive year. In the final against HACC Roxburgh Gunners at Pirate Square, Bacalet, the Spartans secured a comfortable 49-run victory. Upton to bat after winning the toss, left-handed opener Antonio Providence top scored with 53 from 23 balls, helping the Spartans post 122 for 5 in their 10 overs. In response, only 3 Gunners players reached double figures as they were bowled out for 74 in the 10th over. Anthony Providence, Shaquille Duncan and Alana Smith claimed 2 wickets apiece. Smith and Antonio were later named the tournament's MVPs. Jawan Alfred, captain of Cabs Roxburgh United, accumulated 276 runs, including 3 half-centuries, to earn the most runs award, while his teammate Afiba McKenna, with 13 wickets, won the most wickets award. The Spartans received a prize of $20,000, while the Gunners took home $8,000. In an earlier match, Roxburgh United comfortably defeated Mason Hall Challengers to secure 3rd place. Despite chasing what appeared to be a challenging total of 122, United achieved the target in 7.4 overs, with Alfred remaining unbeaten on 73 and hitting 11 sixes. Anwar Devines contributed 66 runs in Mason Hall's total of 122 for 4. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Well, Tobago's Dragon Boat team, Oceanus, proved to be a force to be reckoned with at the recently held Chinese Bicentennial 16th Annual Chinese Arrival Dragon Boat Festival. Oceanus secured multiple victories, and sport reporter Marcus Daniel has more details.
Tobago-based Oceanus dominated the Chinese Bicentennial 16th Annual Chinese Arrival Dragon Boat Festival held at Williams Bay, Chaguaramas. In their 4 events, Oceanus won both the small and standard Premier 200-meter open titles and then topped the field once more in the Premier 200-meter female and mixed events. In the small boat, Oceanus crossed the line in 56.4 seconds. In the standard boat, Oceanus won in 1 minute and 32.20 seconds. The Oceanus female team won their event by almost 5 seconds. Oceanus manager Georgina Pitkin said, "What we were aiming for, we recently concluded the Pan American Dragon Boat Festival in Panama, and our aim at this regatta was to beat the times that we did there, which we achieved." She said the team trains approximately 3 times a week at the Pigeon Point Heritage Park, but members do individual work almost every day. She said this keeps them sharp and always ready to compete. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
And that's it for Sport Report. Don't go anywhere, we'll come back with more news.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high-quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's standard. Their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection. Now exclusively available at Standard.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend in the world.
It's time for
Tobago Carnival. Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our wee carnival.
This is our wee carnival.
It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details. Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Independent Senator Dr. Maria Dillon Remy also dedicated a portion of her budget and an analysis to the ongoing crime crisis. She discussed topics such as expediting convictions, the government's public health approach to addressing crime, youth programs, and the prevalent issue of corruption, which she considers pressing concerns within our society. Here's more.
Independent Senator Dr. Dillon Remy highlighted the ongoing crime crisis affecting the country. She noted that Trinidad and Tobago is ranked 6th globally for its high crime rates, driven by factors like gang violence, poverty, and drug-related problems. She expressed concern that the nation's spirit is deteriorating, but commended the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for their efforts. However, she believes that more actions are needed and hopes to see a greater number of charges leading to conviction.
I am sure that more needs to be done, and I look forward to greater number of persons being charged, followed by speedy convictions. And we know that just saying those two things, charged and followed by speedy convictions, the two of them don't necessarily go hand in hand.
The independent senator made a comment about a statement from the Minister of Public Administration, Alison West, who mentioned that they are working in conjunction with the Ministry of National Security, Social Development, Youth and Community Development to adopt a public health approach to addressing crime. Dr. Dillon Remy raised the question of whether these ministries were not already engaged in these efforts.
I am wondering, have we as yet formulated anything that says we know exactly what the problem is?
Dr. Dillon Remy also agreed with fellow independent senator Dr. Paul Richards, who connected crime and violence with school violence. She inquired about various community programs like MILAT and the Civilian Conservation Corps, questioning if they have been considered as crime reduction options.
Have we looked at them in terms of what are they doing? What are they fit for purpose? Are they specifically related to reducing crime? Are they well coordinated and managed? How about the CBOs and FBOs and other organizations that are involved?
Dr. Dillon Remy believes that a robust security system should be established within the various branches of national security alongside leadership that resists corruption. She also addressed the issue of widespread corruption in our society, including within the TPS, businesses, and among politicians.
Corruption among these groups is said to be one of the thriving forces of criminal activity. Therefore, corrective measures to weed out the present ills and preventative measures to guard against future sins need to be put in place speedily, and necessary legislative aids must be implemented and enforced.
Dr. Dillon Remy expressed sadness upon learning about the involvement of group members in crime. She questioned the absence of convictions, emphasizing that the youth lack positive role models. She proposed implementing value programs for the protective services to rebuild confidence in those who lead and protect the nation. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
One parent's plea was answered, and her differently abled son now has improved access to his classes. The student with special needs received support from the Division of Education, Research and Technology after a letter from Jaden's parent, Lilga Williams KB, to Education Secretary Zorisha Hackett gained attention on Facebook. The division partnered with EDCA to make minor infrastructural adjustments. Their collaborative effort aims to fulfill Williams KB's request for floor coverings in various areas of the Scarborough Secondary School to better accommodate her son, who faces mobility challenges and uses a walker. However, her additional request for a school aide to assist him during the day remains unaddressed at this time. Well, and that's how we end this evening's newscast. Recapping the headlines, Tobago Senator calls on Tobagonians to be grateful for THA's allocation. Truck driver involved in fatal accident charged for driving under the influence. Dylan Billy Swade Thomas wins Tobago Calypso Monarch, and in sport, DXL Crown Point Spartans wins the Tobago T10 Community Windball Cricket League. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a good night.